I apologize, but I'm really excited today because the market is doing so well, and that's all there really is to it. So I got my little Lamborghini. I got this in Las Vegas, actually, when I went to World CryptoCon. Other than that, welcome everyone to the channel. Today we have a news episode talking about the current market as well as a wide variety of cryptocurrency news articles. Now, before we jump into anything else, I want to say thank you to all you crypto fiends for supporting the channel, and welcome to all the new crypto fiends that have been joining in. We have been gaining a lot of you recently, and I appreciate the support so much. And if you do find this video informative, don't be afraid to join in as well. So to start things off, we are going to be looking at the cryptocurrency space, but first I want to quickly talk about Signal Profits. Now, this isn't a sponsorship or anything like that. Signal Profits is actually a company run by two of my buddies, Mark Moss and Jacob Camfield. They're actually two YouTubers as well. Let me go to this page right here. I'm sure you guys have seen them online, Mark Moss and Jacob Camfield. Jacob is actually really well known for his analysis on Bitcoin and the CNBC scandal. I don't know if you guys saw it online. It did go viral, where everything that CNBC said, the market did the exact opposite. But other than that, they have this program called Signal Profits. It's pretty much a trading academy where they teach you how to trade, analysis, all that sort of stuff, as well as you can follow their trades and what they're doing, all that sort of stuff. So out of all transparency, I am an affiliate of this program. I'm not really trying to sell you guys anything right now, but I just want to let you know I am going to be using this program probably for the next couple months, maybe throwing like $1,000 in or whatever and seeing how it goes, seeing if I can actually follow their trades and learn and stuff like that. And if you guys are interested, I would love to keep you guys updated on how it's doing, if I'm actually making money, if I'm losing money, complete transparency with you guys. So I just want to let you know that I am going to start using Signal Profits, and I will be keeping you updated on how it goes in the future. So our first business today, we are going to be talking about the current market. So let me refresh the page, get us the juiciest dates. Oh, look at that. Bitcoin went up 0.6% from that refresh. The market's doing pretty hot right now, guys. We have gained around $11 billion since yesterday's video. I love saying that because every single video I have been saying we have gained blah, blah, blah on yesterday's video. So hopefully we can continue this momentum. Bitcoin is looking really good right now at $3,842. A lot of people are saying we are going to have a large wall of resistance at the $4,000 range. We will have to see. It looks like we are tapering off a little bit, but maybe we could have a little bit of a rebound. We're not going to be going into any technical analysis or anything like that in this video. I like to keep stuff simple with you guys, just straight to the point. And if you guys are interested in technical analysis, I would love to do some of that in the future. I just don't want to bore you too much. So XRP to 37 cents. It's up 5 cents since yesterday. Great to see. Ethereum finally over $100 again. We have EOS up 2% on the day. Bitcoin Cash up 34%. I am pretty curious to know why that is going on. Stellar up 11%. Tron up 16%. Cardano up 9%. You guys get the idea. These are the days I live for. I love just seeing a large array of green. It is just so beautiful to see. We have Stratus up 62%. Let's actually go to the gainers and losers on the day because I bet we have some big ones today. We have, Stratus up 62%. DAX, I'm not familiar with that, but that is up 122%. Just keep an eye out in case that's a little pump and dump. Everything is doing great today, guys. Love to see it, love to see it. So we do have a lot of news to cover today, so we're not going to be going too in-depth into the crypto market. So our first bit of news today is something that's getting a lot of people excited, and that is Mark Dow covers Bitcoin short after crypto bounce. So nearly 1 year ago, just days after BTC reached 20,000, in an industry first, cementing cryptocurrencies as a potential paradigm shifting market, Mark Dow, a prominent hedge fund manager and skilled chartist, took to his blog bashing the Bitcoin market. And then right here in nothing that's highlighted, he talks about why the cryptocurrency market is bad, it's a dot-com bubble, all that sort of stuff. Now, 12 months after his foreboding post, Dow is well in the green on his Bitcoin short, likely up more than 75% on his well-timed bet, yet an unexpected turn of events. The current head of Southern California family office took to Twitter on Tuesday to make an unexpected declaration. In a tweet seemingly poking fun at crypto zealous bulls, Dow wrote, "Today I say goodbye to the Bitcoin short. Sad." In a phone interview with Bloomberg, the Bitcoin bear made it clear that his tweet wasn't made in jest, adding that he was done with the position. Speaking to the outlet, Dow explained that he doesn't want to try and ride things to zero, potentially indicating that he sees some semblance of value in BTC, equating his anti-BTC forecast to a lemon, he stated. "I don't want to try to squeeze more out of the lemon. I don't want to think about it. It seemed like the right time." So Dow is well known for being a very negative Nancy when it comes to cryptocurrencies, shorting cryptocurrencies since $20,000 when Bitcoin had its spike, and he finally closed his short position. Now, obviously, this is going to get a lot of heads turning, and that's exactly what it's doing. Everyone is talking about this. Everyone is talking about how this gentleman has closed his short positions, the top of the short positions. So bottom calls ramp up. Although Dow made it clear that he's fundamentally skeptical of BTC, during the last moments of his Bloomberg interview, he explained that crypto asset values are based on the strength of narratives. While this statement isn't bullish in and of itself, the fact that Dow's cover eerily lined up with BTC's bounds has led some to rational speculation. More specifically, some dreamers claim that his decision to cover was indication that a bottom in crypto markets has truly arrived. So like I said, this has got a lot of heads turning. When he came out and said this on Twitter, the market literally turned around. That's practically right. That day is when it turned around. So a lot of people are thinking, okay, now we have finally hit the bottom for cryptocurrencies. And that's why so many people are excited. Now, keep in mind, this is just one gentleman. It could be just a coincidence that the market turned around when it did, or he could be an insider and really know the people that are really manipulating the market right now. Now, keep in mind, there's a possibility with the way the current market is going that we could be in sort of like a macro bull rally. And what that pretty much means is when we had such a large drop over the past month or so, let me go into the 1 month. Actually, we'll go to 3 month, get a little better perspective. After we had this great downtrend over the past month or so, we could, considering we are starting to work our way up, this is the first time we've seen green in quite some time, we could have sort of a macro bull rally. What that is indicating is we could have this short little spike and then we could drop again to lower lows. Now, I'm not the pessimist. I'm not the one to tell you guys that we are going to drop lower, but just keep that in mind that yes, this could be the bull rally, the Christmas bull rally that we all want, and I really hope it is, but just be prepared if we do have another turnaround and we go lower than we did before. But in the bright side of things, we do have the largest short seller selling out of his short position, and he sees, like, he thinks Bitcoin is going to begin to rise from here on out. And like he said, he does not want to squeeze the lemon anymore. So great news right there. Next up, we have Coinbase. Coinbase Pro lists new cryptocurrencies. They list DAI, Golem, Maker, and Zilliqa. This is news that came out yesterday. I'm just getting it to you guys, unfortunately, but this is some good stuff. Now, this is just on Coinbase Pro as of right now, so it's not on the traditional retailer Coinbase platform, but usually it seems like Coinbase, the traditional platform, over time begins to adopt the cryptocurrencies they list on Coinbase Pro. Now, this article, well, Coinbase in general has been getting a lot of criticism for this due to a handful of these projects not being greatly popular or well credited, and a lot of people think Coinbase is ruining their reputation. Now, keep in mind, I could definitely see why people are thinking of that, because keep in mind, in the past, Coinbase has always been that company that's very precise, and they really put into thought what they list on Coinbase onto their retail platform. Right now, these are just on Coinbase Pro, so not the traditional platform. But over time, I think they are going to honestly just begin to list as many cryptocurrencies as they think is suitable. Now, the only real reason I could see this happening is because they know they have to keep up with the competition. Keep in mind, guys, the majority of people don't use Coinbase Pro. They don't use all these other platforms other than the traditional Coinbase retail platform, the on-ramp to cryptocurrencies. So if Coinbase begins to list all of these cryptocurrencies that everyone is familiar with, they won't have to go over to exchanges like Binance or Bittrex or KuCoin, etc. So that's why I see Coinbase doing what they're doing. Yes, they love that. I'm sure they love the feeling of that credibility of, we have to only list what are projects that are going to be here for a long time or have a lot of credibility. But they need to keep up with the competition, and they're not going to be able to keep up if they do not continue to list new assets that people want on their platform. So that's why I think they're doing what they're doing. Leave a comment below what you guys think. But in general, I don't see this being a bad thing. I think in general, this is just going to help adoption across the board, and that's what we really need right now. So I understand why people are saying, like, some of these cryptocurrencies, why are they even on here? I could completely agree with that. But in the grand scheme of things, it is necessary that they begin to add a large array of new assets onto Coinbase, the retail side of things. So that is the news coming over from Coinbase. Next up, Vitalik just gave away $300,000 in crypto to 3 Ethereum startups. This article is pretty crazy, and I had to confirm it myself to really believe it was true. So Vitalik Buterin, the creator of Ethereum, has just donated $300,000 in cryptocurrency to 3 blockchain startups, apparently making the decision in response to a Twitter thread. Yes, he donated $300,000 through a Twitter thread. I know. So the 3 projects that he donated to were Prismatic Labs, Chain Safe Systems, and Sigma Prime. All projects working to build the blockchain network's next iterations, Ethereum 2.0. Sigma is building an Ethereum 2.0 client called Lighthouse. Prismatic Labs is working on Ethereum scalability, and Chain Safe is also building an Ethereum 2.0 client. So in Vitalik's defense, he did donate to projects that are focused on the Ethereum blockchain. The move came in response to a Twitter thread in which prominent members of the Ethereum community discussed ways in which the technology might be improved, with some citing inadequate funding as a reason for slow development. Preston Van Loon, co-founder of Prismatic Labs and a software engineer at Google, tweeted that even with recent grants, it's hardly enough to take the whole team full-time with significant pay cuts, and it's certainly not enough for us to scale the team to where we need it. To that, Buterin replied, "Just sent 1,000 Ethereum, YOLO." That is awesome. I gotta admit, Buterin, he's a very kind of quiet guy. You know, he's not a social person, but he definitely knows how to be funny when it's necessary. So a second grant was awarded to Sigma Prime when co-founder Paul Honor tweeted that his project has been knocked back for a couple of grants recently. He can certainly turn 1K Ethereum into more developers. Buterin responded with another 1,000 Ethereum. The third donation went to Canada-based Chain Safe after project lead Mykera Collins, I apologize if I butchered that, tweeted, "I will quite literally drop out if we got 100,000 in Ethereum." Buterin accepted the pledge and donated to the project, stating, "I expect results." Buterin, who describes himself on Twitter as a non-giver of Ethereum in response to many crypto scammers on social media platforms, also provided 3 transaction links confirming the transactions, which come from his known Ethereum address. So So this is pretty crazy stuff, guys. Now this, keep in mind, this all happened through Twitter. So all these guys were tweeting to each other, or tweeting out saying, we're having issues with our companies, we can't even pay our team, we can't hire more developers, this is a big issue. And BTC just said, hey, here's 100,000, here's 100,000, here's 100,000. That is pretty crazy. I really like what BTC is doing. He's really, he's always a guy that, he doesn't really care about money, to be honest. He doesn't care about the value of the cryptocurrencies. He's really focused on the development of the overall crypto sphere and creating it into what it needs to be. So props to Vitalik, definitely a good guy, and this is really just an incredible article in general. So our last piece of news today, Tim Draper invests $1.25 million into Bitcoin payments processor OpenNode. US-based venture capitalist Tim Draper has invested $1.25 million in OpenNode, a Bitcoin-only payments processing startup. Announcing the seed round on Tuesday, OpenNode told CoinDesk that they raised funds will be used to expand its team and beef up its legal and compliance efforts. The firm claims to process instant and risk-free Bitcoin payments for businesses, generating revenues by charging a 1% for transactions. OpenNode taps the Lightning Network, effectively a transacting layer on top of Bitcoin, which is leading the development in an effort to enable faster and cheaper transactions that can net settle to Bitcoin blockchain. OpenNode said in a statement that since the start of its platform, the capacity of Lightning Network has grown over 15,000% to 456 Bitcoin or BTC. So this is just some more good news coming from Tim Draper. You know, he's a very well-known venture capitalist that has been really investing into a lot of startups ever since like 2015. So good news across the board, guys. We have so much good news today. We have investments from Tim Draper, Vitalik giving out donations to companies. We have Coinbase new listings. We have the top short seller closing his position, which is huge news. And then we have cryptocurrencies doing very well across the board today, and looks like they are continuing to rise. Bitcoin Cash just passing 40% up on the day. These are not numbers we have seen in a long time, and thank you guys all so much for taking your time out of your day to watch this video, because I know you are all very, very busy. So the fact that you're just sitting here watching my video means a lot. So thank you guys so much. Now, if you did find this video informative and you're not a part of the community, hit that subscribe button and join on in for quality cryptocurrency content in the future. Again, guys, I am planning to post a video every single day this week. It's my personal goal. So if I mess up, please call me out on it, but I'm not going to let that happen. So thank you guys so much, and I will catch you in the next.